Hey, yo, man, they said it couldn't be done.
Yep.
They try to stop us. They trying to end us, man.
We tried, man.
But we will not stop.
Can't stop.
Won't stop. We done made great, amazing videos with less.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, listen, man. Welcome to the podcast that brings you raw and original takes on a wide range of sports and entertainment. It's your boy, Henny Drake.
It's John.
And this is the Pham Perspective. And we ain't got all the facts.
Nope.
But we all gonna keep it 100 with all the opinions that we do give.
100 out of 0, 1,000. Motherfucker.
Word, the motherfucker that robbed us is a bitch.
Factory.
Jumping right in there, man. Let's just explain what's going on. We got 2 new cameras thanks to some good people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You be good people, people be good to you. Factory. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, we thought we was gonna have to be canceled for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
put on pause for
a hater, a king of all haters. I don't even know if he know me, but somehow he picked the jackpot. I don't know.
Yeah, he just
got lucky. You know what I'm saying? He got into the jackpot, and
they used to get, they get lucky, man.
Both of our cameras got stolen. Actually, in broad daylight, I got pictures of who it is. We still don't know who it is though, because it's a big world.
Right. It's a big but small world, so we got a little intake, but hopefully, we'll see where it leads, man.
Or man, I was toe up, but hey, can't stop the grind.
Can't.
You know what I'm saying? Just gotta keep pushing forward and work with what we got, and but today is gonna be a little different due to the cameras that we have. You know what I'm saying? We spent a lot of money on them cameras for a reason, but the reason is what cripples these cameras that we're using right now. Appreciate it, but we got to shoot it a little different in clips. So if this episode sounds a little funny at times, that's the reason. We got to keep getting up and starting over. But we're going to catch all the topics, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to cover the sports world, man. We're going to start with the playoffs. The NFL playoffs. It was the championship game, so we're going to get into that determine who was in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. We're going to get into some Super Bowl predictions. You know what I'm saying? And also in football, the GOAT.
The GOAT retired, man.
The GOAT retired. So we're going to show him some love and speak a little bit on that and his legacy in a minute too. What else we got on
we got the quick hits, and then like I said, going back to the GOAT. We can name our top 5s. That we like. We like
top 5 episode.
Top 5, the quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? What we like, and also, they got to be nice, so we ain't going to pick no scrubs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm going to practice something today, only picking from the people I've watched.
No, listen. That's why it's your picks. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to.
So I don't say Joe Montana. I know he got 4, but I didn't never watch him play.
No, that's a fact. Listen.
He might have got toe up in this day.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I say yours, you know what I'm saying? Like, mine is going to be different than yours, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, I'm the same way. Like, especially when it comes any sport, like basketball, they be like, "It's that in person." I'm like, I ain't never seen it in person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I caught the Jordan, and that's why I like Barkley. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
You caught the golden era.
Yeah, I caught that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still
the era before is somewhat legendary. It's like we see the highlights, but
yeah.
It's the highlights for a reason.
Only
showing nigga, 42,000 points, with Kareem. That's a little different.
That's what I'm saying. Them joints was different, man. Like, they were showing them, the Iceman and all them stats when they averaging 40 and 20. Like, that's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, salute to them anyways. But, like I said, it's our top 5. But, like we said, we had a divisional, you know what I'm saying, Final 4 to get into the Super Bowl, man. And, I don't think in this first game, I don't think we had this team actually winning the game. We might have had an interesting game. But
you know what was funny, though? That we didn't pick them at all. People that we know probably didn't pick them at all.
Nah, most of them.
Right towards game time, we know everybody got to put in their bets. Mm-hmm. I seen a few, Cincinnati, because, people want to win some money.
7 points.
So
a lot of points.
Well, everybody knows Cincinnati, whatever. And obviously, too, they're always going to go against the people that be there all the time.
Right.
They always want to see somebody new. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But the funny thing is, I was watching the pregame to this game.
Pregame.
And it was fairly even across the board on who people was picking. And that really surprised me. When you got Patrick Mahomes, you know what I'm saying, the future GOAT in most people's eyes.
Right. He's definitely going to be in your top 5, I know.
Yeah. Well, I don't maybe he might crack the top 5.
That's what I'm saying.
I was trying to think about years, but just to be in that conversation, you know, I figured more people would be like hammering down Chiefs. Chiefs gonna take this. Patrick Mahomes could do it. He's done it. Look what he did last week. Like,
right. Factory, yeah. That's like I said, that's most of America, like I said.
But I was surprised to see it pretty even when it came to game time. You know what I'm saying? Because Joe Burrow, man, we keep talking about that boy too cool, man.
He cool, man. Yeah, that boy is cool, man. That boy cool, man, and that shows a lot, man. Like I said, you gotta have the cool and the guts to be in the, you know, in the spotlight. Some people are made for the spotlight.
What do you think it is though about him? Like,
it's the it factor, man.
I know, but what is it? Like, cause he just come out and like he makes unbelievable throws, and then he do like the Eli Manning escape out of nowhere, and honestly, he came out of nowhere.
Facts.
When he went to LSU, that was his only year playing for LSU.
Facts, yeah, man.
He was on the Ohio State team because he's from Ohio.
Right.
But with all the who they had over there, they had J.T. Barrett and Dwayne Haskins over there. So he said, "I'm gonna get up out of here." And he went and won the championship. At the time, the greatest college season ever. Backed it up with a fairly decent for the time he played in his rookie season.
Right.
But to go just upgrade from that, coming off an injury, boom, you in the Super Bowl. And this goes still with that theme of quarterbacks at least getting to the Super Bowl in their second year. It's been way like crazy lately.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, Mahomes, like.
I'm happy that you went into that transition because Russell Wilson, he transferred once to Wisconsin. He played like 7 years in college. Joe Burrow did all that. He played just about all his years in college. The same for Patrick Mahomes. They come in mature and ready already. Mm-hmm. And most of them, you know what I mean, Pat sat for a year. You know, Joe had the injury. He played well. And, you know, Russell Wilson, just like I said, he was just experienced. Like I said, he went from two great, you know what I'm saying, Midwest colleges and came in and was ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I said.
He won everywhere he went.
He's a winner.
That's the common thing. Probably besides Mahomes. Mahomes did okay in college, but he went to Texas Tech.
Right, now he went to a smaller school. But he you know, as far as winning, like he won in Texas Tech.
Well, Texas Tech with Crabtree over there, they made a name for themselves. But coming in, it was like, you know, he the quarterback you heard about. Joe Burrow, we watched be great. You know what I'm saying? In the SEC, and he tore up everybody in the SEC, tore up Alabama. So, you know.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes kind of came out of left field when he came into the league. And then it was like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right. That's what
Joey Burrow was more of, can he do it in the pros? And here we are in a year and a half in. He literally only really played one full season.
Right.
Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like you said though, like I alluded to, it's like, you know, they come in more mature and more ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they came from Joe Burrow came from LSU. He won a national championship. Like I said, he was Ohio State, so he played under great, you know, teammates and coaches. And like I said, Russell Wilson, like I said, he went to two great organizations. Well, he was like North Carolina. Was it North Carolina State and Wisconsin? I know he finished with Wisconsin.
NC State. Yep.
NC State, right? NC State and Wisconsin. So, you know, those are big, you know what I mean, schools. They might not be the biggest schools, but they're big schools in general. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, Pat Mahomes, like, he grew up. That's why he got it. He got the it because his dad, you know what I'm saying, played ball. So, like, he always had that little swag. You see, they all have a little swag.
But the thing is, Mahomes, too, they also threw like 90 times a game in college.
Right, that's a fact. Yeah.
So
and then, like
he
you
got
said,
his reps.
And then at the same time, man, other than Burrow, they came into great organizations and great head coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Russell came in, Pete Carroll, you know what I'm saying? Great organization. Like, before Russ, like, you know, they went to Super Bowl, you know, a few years prior. You know what I'm saying? They had a little bit of stability. You know what I mean? Kansas City, shit. Alex Smith was taking them to the playoffs for a couple years. You know what I'm saying?
Kansas City always had a potent offense, but just a terrible defense.
Right.
I was watching that Priest Holmes little documentary. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn, they've been scoring 80 points but allowing 88.
Factory. And you alluding to, like, when we talking about, you know, a segment that we're gonna say later, Joe Montana went over there. You know what I'm saying? He went to a AFC championship game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the Chiefs. I think before this year, before the Bills, the Chiefs was the last team to have a game like that, where they scored on every drive but lost a game.
Oh,
back when Priest Holmes was playing.
Yeah, listen, like I said, That's why, check out our last episode, 113, with Sauce Gaming.
Saucy Gaming.
Like, they've been a solid team since, we was kids. Like, they might not have been like they are now, like Chiefs are, Super Bowl champs and all that. But they always was, solid team. They'll make the playoffs. They was never like scrubs. They always was a solid team. So, like I said, throughout the years, Joe Montana came over there for a couple of years. They had Matt Castle, when he came from Brady and them. Like, they had some solid seasons where, they respected and they had a chance to, win the Super Bowl or go to the Super Bowl, but, they never got over that hump. So, But like I said, this game, Cincinnati won in overtime, 27-24, man. And like I said,
Mahomes did not look good in the second half, at all. Like he didn't look like he was lost out there.
Yeah, they was up 21-10. Like,
yeah, the first 10 minutes of the game was like, all right, they on shit. Like they about to score 80. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But yeah, that second half he came out, man. He did not look like Mahomes.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people was referring to. They was like, even Saul said it. He was like, the last drive of the first half was like, he just felt something. Like the offense just, people wasn't clicking. Like, and as you saw later on in the game, Pringle or whatever was like, I need to rock. Like, I'm open this way and that way. Like, they started, and that's where it kind of went down from there too as well. So it was crazy. Like I said, it's a tale of two halves.
Even
like I said,
that last
21-10 at halftime. So
even at the end where he has first and goal and it turns into like first and goal from like the 30 because he just running around, almost lost the ball, almost lost the game right there. You know what I'm saying? Like just running around but I'm not gonna put it all on Mahomes because when you watch the replay, his receivers were not as active as they usually are. While he's running around, you can see all of them just standing in their spot. Usually they running around too.
Yeah,
and it was weird to see that. I don't know.
Yeah, it just so happened that this time it didn't work for him because we so used to Patrick making these crazy plays and going around the rock and running around the whole damn field and making plays, but this time it just didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work every time. This time it backfired. Like I said, they still kicked the field goal, to tie it, but, they definitely had a chance to, end the game with a touchdown. But like I said, this is the first time that it didn't work in his favor. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he shot for 200. I mean, he shot for 275, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, though. You know what I mean? Kelsey, got busy. He had 10 receptions, 95 yards and touchdown. Tyreek Hill had his touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So,
and let me just shoot this fact out there for the people. Teams are now 10-2 when they win the coin toss in overtime.
10-2, right? Before this one, they were like, "Oh, KC win the coin toss is over." Like you said, in general, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't work in their favor this time. You know what I mean? And it backfired, like I said. And Joe Burrow, he had a solid game. It wasn't the best, but he shot 23 for 38 for 250, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Higgins, he had a good receiving yards. He had 103 yards. You know what I'm saying? They locked down, Jamar Chase for the most part. But like I always said, you're gonna find your key and your star players regardless. Like he ended up with a touchdown. He got a couple receptions and stuff like that. But you're gonna find your star players when it counts.
Just like Elon Stafford over there. Elon Stafford and the Rams, man. He got it to Cooper Kupp. He got it to Cooper Kupp, and Odell actually went over 100 too. You know what I'm saying? The 2 star wideouts, when your tight end, tight end goes out, you know what I'm saying? You got to turn up. And they actually, they were down, right? Yeah. They were down in that game and came back, right?
Yeah.
They came back. Stafford, had something to prove. He's been having something to prove this whole playoffs, but he getting it done, especially in late games and where he normally go make a mistake, where you're used to him making a mistake.
Right.
He's been fixing those mistakes. And honestly, Detroit is a whole nother anomaly. Mm-hmm. Because he's basically doing the same thing he did in Detroit, but it might be the coaching. Cause
it's a little everything.
Because he set the record for single season receiving yards with Calvin Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Then he basically did the same thing with Cooper Kupp. He been throwing the rock and getting it to the right people.
Right, that was never the question. Right?
But it's just like this team, maybe it's the collection of players overall, or maybe it's the coaching. this team just got him to that. It got him over the hump a little bit, and now he's in his first Super Bowl after never winning a playoff game before.
Factor, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And he's not a fifth-year starter. He's like 13 years in this motherfucker.
Exactly. You know, we was transluting to the NFC Championship game where, you know, they had the Rams winning 20-17. Yes, San Fran was up 17-10 in this game, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Jimmy G, you know, they ain't going to say he did this and did that, you know what I'm saying? But he had, you know, 232 and 2 touchdowns at the pick at the end where he was trying to make something happen. I mean, he was trying to make something happen. They wasn't winning the game regardless, you know. Debo did what he did. He led the team in rushing. And he had a nice, you know, receiving with 72 yards and a touchdown. You know, Kittle caught his touchdown. Like I said, you got to find your star players in the right moments. You know, they might not make the biggest impact in the game.
Kittle been quiet all year.
Right, but you're gonna find them when the time's right. Like I said, same for Chase last game, and you know, Kittle. You know, like I said, they ain't had the big numbers, but they find them when, you know, they're right.
You're not gonna have no big numbers with Garoppolo. That's why I predict. You know, they scored more than I predicted. I predicted they was gonna score 9. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, that's the thing about Garoppolo. Garoppolo, yeah, he's solid, he's decent, but you can't count on him to keep his momentum up and win them games. Yeah. Like he does statistically, he does win games, but most of the time it's not because of him.
It's like I said, it's a collective, man. It's a collective. Like I said, Jimmy G is a starter in this league. I won't put all the blame on him, but you know, when it ain't looking good, it's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
The funniest part is he know he getting traded.
Nah, he knows. He just said it.
Like he had a calm. Like, yeah, we talking about where I should go.
Yeah, no, listen, man. Because he got right. He got the report with John Lynch. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I said, he had a report like, listen, wherever I want to go, I want a team that, you know, they hungry as well. Like he's still, like I said, there's a lot of teams that's going, you know, they're gonna want him. Like I said, they're going to want him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he a solid veteran. They got golf. He in that same level, right? The starter, but, you know what I'm saying, ain't elite, though. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you said Stafford did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he did 337 and a touchdown.
I say trade. They probably going to get picks for him, but if you're going to trade him for like a wide receiver or something. Listen, quarterback for wide receiver.
I agree on that aspect, but that's what alluding to my... You know what I'm saying? My defending Jimmy G a little bit. It's like, it was, you know, Kittle, like you said, he ain't had the best year. Debo, it was Debo or nothing for them. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, Debo was the player.
That's what I'm saying, though. And once they keyed in on Debo, it was hard to, you know, they have other people that step up every once in a while, but they need to step up every game. Like Jennings, he came through in these last couple of games. Ayoku, right? That's his name?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's his name. Maybe. Ayoku. I think I said it right too. Like I said, he had a down year, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they got names, you know what I mean? They Ricky running back, he did his thing too, but they got to be more consistent. Like I said, it was Debo or nothing. Like I said, Debo can't be your leading rusher and your leading receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I told you, right?
You wear that guy
I told
out.
you it was going to be a battle of the trenches, man.
Yeah, man.
That front four of both sides is like demolishing.
That's what I'm saying with Stafford. Like I said, he had 337, 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Cup, 142, 2 touchdowns. Like, it's Detroit, but with Detroit with defense and better coaching. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still about strategizing what plays to call.
And that's Detroit has Ziggy Ansah. What you talking about?
And that's why. And that's why I take some of the blame away from Jimmy G. Because at the same time, once they lock it on Debo, you got to switch that game plan around a little bit. You got to go to this guy, that guy, and, you know, make things happen. So, like I said, they won 20-17, man. Like
they should have handled it to Juszczyk.
Somebody.
That's their like second best player. That's all they talk about, man. And they talk about,
they love that. They love that.
The 49ers is the only team, but the 49ers is the only team where the analysts come on. They excited to talk about the fullback. Nobody, man, I care about the fullback.
He the highest paid fullback, man. That's why their running game is so good and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like I said, that was a rugged game because, you know, you see Aaron Donald over there. Mm-hmm. He was getting, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, man, it's time to settle down. Like, I'm a half away from a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? We down, but we in it. Like, this ain't no blowout or nothing. Like, we ain't down by a lot. You know, let's show this everyone who we really are. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got Von Miller over there. You got Ramsey, which is a top 5, you know, cornerback. You know what I'm saying? Maybe top 3 cornerback. Like, we a top 3 defense in the league. Like, come on, man. Let's step this game up. You know what I'm saying? Get this good half. And, you know, they did a good half. Like I said, they locked them down. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
they waited to the end.
That's what I'm saying.
They cut it close.
They cut it real close, man. But hey, man, like I always say, win is a win, loss is a loss, man. And they came out victorious. You know what I'm saying? To go, and you got to salute to that organization because it's their second time in like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Making it to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
The Rams I can respect the Rams organization because they're just like their stadium and all. They trying to be innovative. They said forget the long term. Let's get the best players we could possibly afford every year.
Right.
Like, like forget the draft picks, forget all that. Like, whatever. We gotta get some established players every year. We can't focus on the rookies. Nah, because rookies don't win championship unless you're talking about the Bengals on the other side. But
factories, yeah.
It's like, let's get the most. It's like the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the most accomplished players we could see out there that we could afford, and let's see what we can do with it.
That's like all LeBron teams. Like, you know, check us out on Fan Podcast on Twitter. I said the exact same thing. I said you got to respect the Rams organization for winning now and not worrying about, you know what I'm saying, draft picks or whatever like that. It's about win now. Like you saying, you don't know what draft pick's going to come. First of all, we're going to pick high anyways, you know what I'm saying? And we want to win now, and it worked out. This is a perfect example of working out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They taking the NBA style of trading away like Houston did next 10 years of draft picks, you know what I'm saying, to get right. And they did the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And it worked.
It's been
so
working.
You got to salute to them. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Sean McVay.
Shout out Sean McVay.
Shout out to all the former Washington staff that's been in the playoffs these last 5 years. Right. Man, salute to y'all, man.
Right. Salute, like I said, Washington.
We had everybody, all the good coaches.
Yeah, I think Sean McVay, I think it's 34, and that Cincinnati
36.
Coach, 36. Okay, Cincinnati coach is 38. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's young coaches out there. It's a new game, man. It's a new game. Like, so you got the old school ones still out there. You know what I mean? As Belichick and Andy Reid. There's still some old cats that's doing their thing, but time for the new generation. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Congratulations to the Rams. Congratulations to the Bengals. We're going to see y'all in a couple weeks in that Super Bowl, man.
Super Bowl, man. Damn.
Quick fun fact, too. This is the second straight year after 100 years of it never happening that the home stadium, you know what I'm saying? Even though they're the road team, technically. Right. That's a fact, though.
Yeah, that's crazy, though, right? Like you said, Tampa Bay was last year. Uh-huh. And LA's this year, you know what I'm saying? When they come back New York, man, what's up? We need that train.
You gotta get in New York first. You gotta be in New York first.
Well, our stadium, technically, they had it. I was like 6 years ago, right? They had it over there. I think Giants played in that Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, congrats to them, man. We're going on to the next
segment.
In other news.
Yeah, man.
In other news, man, the GOAT done finally called it quits, you know what I'm saying?
Bye.
Shout out to Adam Schefter for ruining a great moment.
Hey, man, you trying to be the first to break it, man.
Yeah, that's how you get your paychecks, you know what I'm saying? In this business, you know what I'm saying? Get your paychecks when you tell. That's not the greatest thing in the world, but like I said, man, he kind of ruined a great moment because in my mind, I think Brady had it more like planned out, you know what I'm saying? They was probably going to do some TB12s, even though he said he wasn't, going to do that. But I think, I think he was warning them, like, yo, look out for what I got coming out, and it leaked. So he like, here go my phone, here go my speech.
Right. I think so too. Like you said, sometimes, like you said, some things just you need to relax.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For Brady, like, let him do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like. It was like, he finally said he retired. It was like, all right.
Man, I want to send my condolences to Ben Roethlisberger, because Brady just took over his Hall of Fame weekend.
Yeah.
Unless they do some exception like Brady. I mentioned it one time. Somebody said it's because the player actually died, but I said they did make a exception one time about the Hall of Fame, like just throwing somebody in there, right? Fairly recent, like they skipped the years and it was like, nah, you in there. That's how you do it.
I think I don't want to say Kobe, but it was something like that.
Yeah, it might have been that.
I think it was Kobe. It was like a year. Yeah, it was like a year beforehand, but yeah, like I said, hey man, it's still gonna be a big weekend. That makes the weekend even bigger. You know.
I think it should be that. I think it should. No, I think it should be. Brady, y'all got buy 2 tickets. Brady gonna be the week before.
Yeah.
And then we gonna bring everybody else in next week.
Hey man, it might though. Like I said, it might though. They might change things. I mean, I would do something. I do Friday, Saturday like that.
Yeah, this is
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
This not no regular Hall of Fame player.
Yeah, I do Friday, Saturday like that. Like I think baseball do something like that. When they had Jeter, like certain people, like it'd be bigger, like at certain times or whatever. So yeah, I would see something like that.
We talking about a different kind of player in any sport history. This is like somebody mentioned it today. Not in the same comparison, but this is Wayne Gretzky level. When you look at Wayne Gretzky and how astronomical his numbers are in the game of hockey,
right?
It's like ain't nobody about to touch them numbers like for a hot minute.
That's a fact.
Real hot minute.
Yeah.
This is at that level. When you go down Brady's list of accomplishments, all you see is the word most.
Right.
Like the most all time. You know what I'm saying? He got more championships than all the teams. 7. He got more rings than the team. I think Pittsburgh is tied or something.
Yeah, like I said, he got 7. Yeah.
Come on,
7.
That's a
15 Pro Bowls.
Mike can't say that.
Right.
You know, Mike got 6 for 6, but guess what? The Lakers got like 20.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like you said, that's just a crazy number. Like you said, he first everything. Like I said, you know, he didn't have a losing season as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he at 21 years as a starter, basically.
Got some Mike Tomlin numbers in there.
You know what I'm saying? Like he did not have a losing season. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
So did Big Ben?
Huh?
Big Ben didn't either. Huh?
I think he did, because Mike Tomlin, I think only was like the last 8 years.
He was Tomlin been like 13 years.
13?
Yeah. Okay. But Coughlin was before that, I think, right?
No, it wasn't Coughlin. It was
they went from right Tom Coughlin right to
not Tom Coughlin.
Not Tom Coughlin. Bill Cowher.
Bill Cowher, yeah. Bill Cowher. He might have had a losing season here, in between there. Maybe just one.
His first season, maybe he went 15-1.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe just 1 or 2. But Ben is up there. But like I said, to go 2 centuries. That's 2 centuries, right? 2
decades.
2 decades.
2 centuries. That's a long time. God damn, 200 years. Shit. He really the GOAT. Yeah. He's the only GOAT.
Shit, the only motherfucking God.
Vampires.
Word. Like I said, never had a losing season, man. Like I said, shit. He got, like I said, 35 playoff wins, you know what I'm saying? And 43 and 47, you know what I'm saying, playoff appearances. Like, teams can't say that. Like, that's another team stat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just doing it.
His last game, I think, they was putting stats up, comparing him with the other teams. Like,
that's what I'm saying, man.
I think at the time they showed the stats, he was like 3 wins less in the playoffs than every other team left in the playoffs combined.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why he the GOAT, man. He the overall GOAT. Like I said, when it comes to football. Right. Like when you say football, you be like, all right, he's the GOAT. Like, it might not be your GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, basketball. You say Jordan. You know, some people might say other people, but mainly it's Jordan. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to football,
everybody the GOAT, but he's the true GOAT. He's the true greatest of all time. Like, singular. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no somebody checking him. Ain't nobody right there. You know what I'm saying? Because where they do come close to him in one stat, he destroys them in all the stats. And then all you got to do is go like this.
Right.
And you can't even see him no more.
Bling blow. Bling blow, right.
He turn into John Cena when he go like this.
Right.
Can't see him.
Right. That's a fact. Diamonds, man. Diamonds everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Between that and the wedding ring, shit, they got 8 rings on this motherfucker for real. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, that's my whole shit. Late teenage years and fucking whole adult years, man, of just seeing Brady greatness and being in the AFC East. You know, my Jets. You
really saw Brady.
I saw everything. Like I said, even early, like, you know, watching them play the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Winning the first Super Bowl. Like I said, I like the Drew Breslow. Like I said, I was never like in every sport, like I'm not a hater of no teams. Like I don't dislike this team, you know what I'm saying? So I always salute great players, you know what I'm saying?
Like just having fun watching the game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like I said, Drew Bledsoe was nice, you know what I'm saying? Brady came in and won that Super Bowl. I didn't think Brady was gonna be where he was at now. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brady is the true definition of keep working at your craft.
Pick 199.
You know what I'm saying? Keep working at your craft, man.
We got a Super Bowl with 2 first overall picks.
Right.
The first time ever, 2 first overall picks.
Ever.
Brady was picked 199.
Yeah, man. That's what I always say. Any sport, man, don't matter where you pick, man. Usually that first pick don't pan out like that. Like, you gotta do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But like
what you think click in your mind though when you pick? I mean, obviously, the obvious clicks in your mind. I gotta work harder than everybody else. I got a chip on my shoulder, all this. But what, like, he's the only one that ever did it.
Well,
So,
Russell did it. Like I said, Russell
was
got
like
picked late.
He like 30 or whatever. It's not 199. It's like,
Russell's up there. Russell got picked like second round, right? Second round.
yeah, second round like 30 something.
Second, third round. Prescott, the same thing. Like they got picked. You know what I mean? Second days. So
Yeah, but none of them is winning 7 Super Bowls.
nah. I'm just saying, just in general,
going
like
to 10.
far as like being.
Going to 10.
I'm just saying, those are just noticeable and that went late because you can name a whole bunch that went top 10 and
But no,
you can't. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing for them.
nobody was consistent as this guy though.
Nah, hell no.
Every time he stepped on the field, you legit had like I couldn't imagine on the other side on defense is always we got to play that man. He's call Aaron Rodgers that bad man. Nah, they come like he bad.
Right.
It don't matter how much time left on the clock.
No matter how much.
He got a chance, and to the point where later in his career it was almost a given.
Yeah.
When every time he came on the field and you saw more than 1 minute, you said, "Oh, Brady about to go win this."
Right.
And for the most part, he did. You know what I'm saying? For the last game of the season, it didn't quite happen. It happened to him,
Right.
but he almost pulled it off. And it's
Almost again, right? Almost again, man. When we talk, who knows what they did this week? But I like how he, well, not how it just panned out on him announcing it, but him going out. That's how you want to go out, man. To me, as a player, I don't want you to be carried off the field literally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he played a little too long. You know what I'm saying? At least he was playing at a high level. Shit. He might end up with the MVP, so he's going to be the first at that to win the MVP and retire. You know what I'm saying? Like, he like I said, man, he retired at a high, very, very high level. Like, say he played for a long time at a high level. You know what I mean? Like I said, watching him first, it was a game manager. And everybody will tell you that. He was just don't do nothing to lose the game. Mm-hmm. Then, he evolved to being who he is now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the gunslinger, like, he going to outdo you. He had them great battles with Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody. Like, and, he ended up being the GOAT, man. Like I said, salute to
one of the
Brady,
most accurate quarterbacks I've ever watched play. Like, fundamentals on point. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He ain't running around. He got 1,000 yards on quarterback sneaks, yo.
That's a lot of quarterback sneaks.
That's what I'm saying. But they was all effective.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man.
He got 1,000 yards rushing on quarterback sneaks. Like, this dude just
1,000 quarterback sneaks.
All right. Less than 5 words.
Yep.
Or 5 words or less. Sum up your experience of watching Brady in his career.
Is that 5 words?
5 words or less.
5 words or less. Shit. Sometimes it was pain. Because he playing against my Jets, so it was pain. Excitement, because when he had them years with Randy Moss, it was like, Randy Moss is my second favorite player ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Barry's my favorite player. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then it's Moss. Like I said, give all. Like, he'll give all. Like, he put it all on the field. He shows his, like I said, he shows, emotions on his, as they say, on his sleeve. You know what I mean? So now I don't like that as a quarterback. Like, you want to be out there and be in your people's face. Like, come on, let's do this. We can do this. You know what I mean? And he was a stand-up guy. Cause you never really heard nothing about him, off the field or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, those are my few words for Brady right there.
Let's see. 5 words. 5 words to basically describe the legacy of the great Tom Brady. I'm say dominance. Every year, he on a mission. You know what the mission was. It ain't no other mission. The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl bus, yeah.
And everybody got to be on the same page.
That's a fact.
storybook. Every possible story that you would want in your career. Say if you were an athlete, or say if you say any football player in the league right now, any NFL player, they want a piece of Brady's story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Entertaining. No, let me take that one back. Dramatic. I'm gonna be dramatic about it. Dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Because he been on the verge of many untouched records, untouched just stats. You know what I'm saying? He went for all of them. You know, we went 17-0, went for perfect season. You know,
Right.
And it didn't get it, but he almost did.
Right.
He He came the closest to 18-0. You know what I'm saying? He came the closest to getting Randy Moss a ring.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying, man. Moss, Randy Moss.
That's 3. Mythological. That's gonna be my last word. Mythological, because you're gonna tell this story, and if it wasn't no video proof in 100 years, nobody gonna believe he did what he did.
Facts. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I get one more. I guess is my last one. Timeless.
Definitely timeless.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna remember it forever. You know, that's the big dog. You know what I'm saying? That's who everybody is reaching for now. We witnessed the Kareem of the NFL.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We witnessed it. Like,
Right.
He set all the bars.
Set the pedestal, right?
All the Wilt Chamberlain stats. You know what I'm saying? Like
The pedestal, right? He said every like you said,
video
Wilt
proof.
Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jordan. He said all them stats, but all them stats is just one name,
with video proof.
and it's Tom Brady.
You know what I'm saying? And they got all them footballs where it showed the score on it that they sell after the Super Bowl with the t-shirts and that. He got like 8 of those. You can go find it. You know what I'm saying? But man, shout out to the GOAT, man. Shout out to Tom Brady.
Definitely.
Congratulations on your retirement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go chill with your fine ass wife.
All right. Hey, man, like I said, man, he winning all on and off the field. Like I said, he had a long, great career.
Already in conversations for ownership.
Already in
So
ownership.
he's still trying to beat Peyton.
He got podcasts. he got everything going, man. Like I said, he got the TV 12 thing popping. It's more stuff to come real soon, you know what I'm saying? And it's not the last that we're going to see from him, you know what I mean? Like I said, salute to him. Like I said, longevity. And like I said, greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? He had an injury a couple years, but like I said, he was the man off and on the field, you know what I'm saying? Show class. So definitely salute to you, Tom Brady.
True hurt.
To the next.
On to the next one. Man, shout out to Tom Brady.
Shout out to Tom Brady, man.
You know, speaking of GOATs,
Factory.
we're gonna take this little segment where we're gonna give our top 5 quarterbacks. Our personal top 5 quarterbacks
Our personal.
of all time. Don't be a
All
hater.
time. Right.
Just give your own list.
Facts.
In the
Like I
comments
said.
below, give your own list.
Like I said, man, it's our top 5, you know what I'm saying? Definitely ain't no scrubs or nothing like that, but it's our top 5, man. And I'm going to start this one, you know what I'm saying? At number 5, we got, like I said, it's my top 5. At number 5, man, I put Tom Brady at number 5 for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we talked about him for 15, 20 minutes. And like I said, he got all the accolades or whatever, but he's definitely in my top 5. So he's number 5. All right, and we got number 4, his nemesis, who he beat plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? The great Peyton Manning, man. Peyton Manning did this thing, like I said, 2-time Super Bowl champ, 5-time MVP. He been in 3 Super Bowls, man. Like I said, Peyton did his thing, you know what I'm saying, with the Broncos and Indy. All right, so number 3, we got John Elway, man. John Elway got 2 Super Bowl rings, man, just like Brady. He ended off on a sunset, almost. Like I said, he literally did it. He won the Super Bowl at the end of his career, 2 Super Bowls back-to-back, and end of his career on the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, but beforehand, he went to 2 Super Bowls earlier in his career, but, you know, he ended his career in the last 2. And fun fact with that is in 4 Super Bowls, he got 4 rushing touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Only other player.
You gonna get one.
The only other player to do it was Thurman Thomas, man.
Okay.
and 4 Super Bowls, and the Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls. And he scored at every Super Bowl, and you got to think John Elway was a quarterback, and he also won one as being the GM. So you got to shout out to John Elway on that one.
Hold on, let me give him a...
All right, so then number 2, like if you watch the show, definitely like, subscribe, Fan Perspective Podcast on all platforms. These two go back, one A, 1B, but this one is going to be B today, and we're going to go with the Aaron Rodgers, 1 Super Bowl victory.
He coming off a loss, so you got to give him B.
Yeah, I got to give him B, you know what I'm saying? 3 MVP, you got a Super Bowl, 10 Pro Bowls. Can't take nothing from that bad man. We'll see where he's going this year. Maybe it's Denver. You never know. Full circle with that one. Or they was talking about Tampa Bay since Brady retired. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Tampa Bay, goddamn. But yeah, he got plenty of options.
Quick, don't they?
They move on real quick. Move on real quick. And my number 1 quarterback, like I said, it's my personal top 5 quarterbacks is Dan Marino, man.
Okay, I thought you were going to say Joe Namath. Where Joe Namath at?
Nah.
Oh, yeah, you didn't watch him.
I ain't watching.
You do got your only championship, though.
Hey, like I said,
He your honorable 6? He your 6th man?
Nah, my honorable 6 would be Michael Vick.
Yeah, I'll see. There we go.
Vick is my 6. You know what I'm saying? I ain't watched Namath.
I'm glad you said that because I was gonna put him somewhere in my joint too.
Yeah, nah. Vick is 6. Like I said, he got all the accolades. You know what I'm saying? On the field, did his thing and stuff like that. But he ain't really do nothing like in playoffs or Super Bowl. But like I said, he changed the game. You know what I mean? It's like Iverson. Exactly. Iverson might have been in a lot of top 10s or whatever, like top 20s or whatever. But he changed the game. So that's my 5. Like I said, I got Marino 1, Rodgers 2, Elway 3, Manning 4, and the GOAT Tom Brady 5.
Or so my top 5. My top 5 gonna be a little different. Well, a lot different. Well, nah, it's kind of a little different. Cause this is our top 5, so we going off of people.
Remember our top 5.
Yeah, what we trying to do, what we trying to stick to is the people that we've actually witnessed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I can easily say, look at the record books and point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though the person can point at now, he gonna be on my top 5 because I've seen him play.
Right.
But it's not that. It's just who we enjoy watching and who made us love football, basically. Because that's what at the end of the day, the quarterback is kind of gonna make you love football. Right. Especially if you got a good one.
Facts.
So I'm gonna start right from number 1. I'm gonna give it right to the GOAT. Ain't no anticipation. You know what I'm saying? We know who it is. The GOAT is my number 1. I've seen him do everything possible. We just spent a whole segment on him, so I ain't gonna get too much into it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? 2 is that man, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning dueled with the GOAT. He was his 1B. You know what I'm saying? He was his 1B for a while. You know what I'm saying? The coach was going 13-3 and 12-4 or every year.
Every year.
Always saw Brady. Brady was the kryptonite. You know what I'm saying to them.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But Peyton did pull through, and he got one with the Colts, and he also went and got one with the Broncos. Right. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna say he got carried in that, but hey, he got it done. He still has the record for most yards in the season with 1 less game than everybody else.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And a touchdown record, right? No, Brady took that.
Brady took that one.
Brady took that one.
He just took that one. Just took that one.
So in the season, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I think he was going for Peyton's record for a season this year.
No,
it didn't work out like that. But anyway, that's my number 2.
Yeah.
My number 3 is gonna be Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
One of them is because of that. Cause when we had an era in the Pham, you know what I'm saying, fantasy draft. Right. That one commercial, man, Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? So his name is gonna forever ring in my ear. Also, he started with San Diego, had a crazy injury, and bounced all the way back in a city that kind of needed him.
Nah, listen, man. He made New Orleans.
Yeah. He rebuilt New Orleans.
Yeah, because New Orleans was the trash bags. Mm-hmm. They was known for the paper bags on their head for years. You know what I'm saying? So,
and he turned that organization around, and not only that, being a shorter quarterback in the league, he did it. He the reason why one of the reasons why Tom Brady was still playing this year, because he kept keeping Tom Brady away from that yards record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Mr. 5,000, another Mr. 5,000. Stafford Mr. 5,000 for real. Mm-hmm. But another one where he was gonna go out, he gonna get anybody to rock, and you never knew how because he was never looking where he threw. He always looked up, just like knew where he was going. So that's legendary. So my fourth was a little controversy in my head because I'm going with Vic because of the same reason you said. Vic changed the game. Madden 04 or 07, whichever one he was on. I think it was 04.
I don't even matter.
He changed the game of Madden. Like he changed everything. It was the first quarterback that was exclusively, he about to run all over y'all and make y'all look silly. But also he had the crazy arm, and he was lefty. You know what I'm saying? Besides everything that happened, this is why it was controversy though. It wasn't because of that stuff that happened after. It's because at the same time he was playing, someone who get looked over a lot, Donovan McNabb. Because Donovan McNabb, before Patrick Mahomes, took the Philly team to 4 straight NFC championship games with Andy Reid. You know what I'm saying? And he was battling Vic in them championship games. Made it to the Super Bowl with T.O. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that was kind of iffy. Like, do I pick McNabb? Because they was going head-to-head at that time. But I got to go with Vic just because of the it factor.
Right.
And Vic's still on TV to this day. And you watching because that's Vic. You know what I'm saying? You're a legend. You're a folklore legend. Like, he another one you're going to tell stories about. Nah, you don't. Yeah, Lamar Jackson was cool. But you ain't see Vic, though. Vic
right. Exactly. You know, that's my whole thing, everything. You try to say Lamar, you already know.
But my fifth, man, I'm going to give it to him just cause he's fun to watch. I don't know. No. I'm not giving it to him. He my sixth man. That bad man.
Okay.
He my sixth man just because as soon as I thought of it, I thought Patrick Mahomes already been to another one, and you haven't already. So
right.
Just being a young guy, I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes as my fifth because he historic start to his season, and it don't really look like he gonna slow down anytime soon. And obviously anything happen, and I'm just giving him a lot of faith. But besides that little second half, he ain't really showing me nothing that was gonna say, he done in a couple of years. He falling off. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, he's still that man. He still can make magic out of anything. You know, he still got a long way to go. But this is me just projecting him in my top 5, and I'll get Aaron Rodgers my sixth man because even though he can't get it done at the end for the most part, he is fun to watch. He is fun to play with when he throwing that football around. It's like, damn,
right, all
right.
Like I said, regular season. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, Mahomes, man, like I said, 4 years as a starter, 4 AFC championship, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl ring, MVP. Like,
it's Mike Trout.
That's people's careers.
It's Mike Trout.
That's people's careers, right?
Mike Trout, we talking about he gonna be the next babe.
Right. Mm-hmm. He just won't win no games. Come to New York, man. Let's make that happen.
Let's just do it. I know we gotta pay like $1 trillion.
Yeah, we know you gotta give up half the team and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can take some Jets players. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with you. We need a championship. Shit, goddamn. But yeah, no, I like that. I like that. Like you said, that's players that we watched. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna throw Ben in there, but nah, I couldn't. Even though Ben got 2 championships, you know what I'm saying? Ben is a dog. You know what I'm saying? But I just couldn't.
Okay.
Over everybody else, like watching wise, I don't know. Ben is close up there though. I'll put Ben at 6B.
Okay, that's cool.
I was gonna say Phillip Rivers, but Phillip Rivers don't got the accolades like everybody else.
Right. That's cool. I'm happy you brought up Big Ben. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he retired as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he had a solid career, man. Like Big Ben had a very solid career. Like you said, Super Bowl championships early in his career. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Santonio Holmes. You know, he threw that one.
Right.
And then the bus game. You know, he actually saved that run when the bus fumbled.
Right.
And he somehow made a tackle running backwards.
Right. Yeah, man. Like you said, man. You know what I mean? Big Ben, you know, he did his thing. Like I said, I like, you know what I mean? Like I said, we're going to give Ben his flowers. Like he was that, like I said, like when I brought up, I was like that Josh Allen, like hard to tackle. Like he played injured. Like he had a big cannon as an arm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he did what he had to do on the field.
About 80% of his games.
That's what I'm saying. Injury. Like every time we saw it was like, he on the injury list, he got something out
shaking people off.
Right.
He had that run where like his whole body.
Yeah, he had braces everywhere. Like for real. Like that's what I mean. That's why I like you know what I'm saying, Big Ben, as far as a player and stuff like that. Like I said, he gave it his all on the field and he was out there, you know, injury or not. And like you said, with Tomlin, shit, they ain't gonna lose the season. Like, he always was in the mix, regardless to the fact. You know what I'm saying? His team was or good. It was in there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely she looked to Big Ben as well. Big Ben will probably be in my top 10. He'd probably be like 10 or something like that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, what we watched. Brees will definitely be in there. Brees was a good one. I ain't think of Brees, like I said, because, you know, it's mine. You know what I'm saying? It's who I liked it. You know what I mean?
You got
Brees,
a little more years to look at than me.
Right. Like I said.
I wasn't never going to say John Elway.
Yeah.
I ain't know. I probably watched him before I could understand what I watched.
John Wayne. Yeah, John. He was the legend because he was the first one, like, to start that. I ain't going to that team. Like Baltimore Colts. You know what I'm saying? He was a man in baseball. He was signed with the Yankees. So he was like, I got options to play in baseball.
Who was him? Who was before him? Bo Jackson was before him, right?
Bo Jackson was after him. You gotta think. Yeah, you gotta think. Okay. Elway, I believe it was drafted the 83 class, which was Elway, Dan Marino, Jim Kelly, Ken O'Brien that played for the Jets, and I think it was one more other player. But yeah, like I said, John Elway was that dude, man. He gave it his all as well. You know what I'm saying? That's why I liked him. You know what I'm saying? Because Denver still to this day is a solid organization. You know what I mean? And he always flung that rock. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to Denver.
Word, man. Shout out to all the quarterbacks in history, man.
Factory, yeah.
You hurt?
All right, quick hits, man. I'm going to keep it all NFL, you know what I'm saying? We was talking about John Elway earlier, where I was. He's in my top 5 quarterbacks of all time. The Denver Broncos are officially up for sale, man. For sale, they are valued at $4 billion, man. We'll see, man, what they sell for. Hopefully, you know, they let one of these minorities, you know what I mean, get the bid in and get, you know, some ownership in the NFL finally, you know what I mean?
Hopefully. Peyton Manning said Peyton Manning in 2 groups.
Yeah, man, like I said, P. Diddy was in groups. Like I said, everybody in the group, hopefully, you know, they get in there. Hopefully they get in there. Brady might be in there. Like I said, he got the money. You know what I mean? All right, like I said, keeping it in the NFL, man, the Giants hired, you know, the Bills offensive coordinator, Brian Daboll, man. I think that was a great pickup, man, for the Giants. And the Vegas, man, Josh McDaniels, you know what I mean? You see how long he'll stay. They did have a press conference. He was there, you know, he ain't quit on him like he did at Indy. And gave him a text message like, nah, I ain't showing up, you know what I'm saying? So I was definitely a quick, good hire by Vegas as well, you know what I mean? Now, we're going to switch to other things, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, still quick hits, but Brian Flores, man, ex-Miami coach, man, is just on their ass. He like, listen, man, the owner of Miami offered me $100,000 to lose some games towards the end, you know, to help our draft picks. The Giants didn't give me a fair shot, man, as, you know, being their head coach. I found out like 3 or 4 days beforehand that, you know, they was going to hire Daboll. Like, how that happened, you know what I'm saying?
Wait. So you saying that the owners of the NFL teams was paying the coaches to lose games?
No, he was saying that his owner, you know, the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I know, but once one say he's the owner, these is a group of billionaires, the governors.
Oh yeah, you know it's the good old boys club, man. You know what I'm saying?
So you come on now, check them sports betting apps.
Right, that's a fact. Like I said, it was
popular, right?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, it's definitely popular. You know what I mean? Like I said, he said the old owner, you know, to help they draft stock, you know, was offering $100,000. You know what I'm saying? To gain, to lose, or whatever. That's crazy. Right.
Picking games.
Right, man. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. And like I said, he found out days beforehand, you know what I'm saying, with Bill Belichick that Brian Daboll was getting the Giants job. So he like, yo. So he definitely, you know what I'm saying, filed a lawsuit against the NFL. So he basically, you know, picked the side, man. It was the coach to be a head coach or, you know, fight for equal rights, man. And that's what he's doing, man. So he's definitely going against the big dogs, the NFL. So he's going against Denver as well. Denver was one in the lawsuit as well. The Giants for not giving them a fair shot, like I said, hiring somebody while they still saying they interview. That happens every day, though. You know what I mean? They know who they're going to hire, but they got to do due diligence and they got to, you know, talk to everybody. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you got to. That's why it's Rooney rules. You know what I mean? You got to follow the rules and stuff like that. So we'll see, man. Like I said, he definitely picked a side. So you know, I don't think he's going to be a head coach no more in this league. Just, you know, like I said, once you go against one owner or two, they all ain't going to hire you. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And he's a minority, man, so it's definitely hard for him to get a job in general. But now definitely going against, you know what I'm saying, the NFL and the Giants and the Denver Broncos definitely ain't looking good for him.
Every year this stat comes up about how every year, like, there's only one black coach left in the league, except Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? Every year they fight for the black coaches to get more chances or the minority coaches to get more chances, and they try. And the Rooney Rule was supposed to. Everything is supposed to. But at the end of the day, these owners, we know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Not to say it, but come on now, you just
Right.
just you understand if you hearing me right now. You know what I'm saying? These owners, they ain't seeing eye to eye with nobody. They got too much money to care about any laws, any rules, anything. They gonna abide by their own rules, and they all gonna be in cahoots with each other.
Right. Exactly. They all, like I said, it's a good old boy club. That's why I said with Denver being for sale, hopefully they get a minority owner in there. For they could, you know. Huh?
They not about to get no minority owner.
Like I said, hopefully.
Got Peyton Manning in 2 groups. He trying to get the Broncos.
Like I said, man, hopefully, you know, and they get some minority and they can help a little bit. Like you said, man, like they know what they're doing. They know who they're going to want to hire and stuff like that. The Rooney Rule is there for a reason, but they know who they're going to hire, man. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's why you got the shirt. It's Black History Month, you know what I mean? Get a little equality, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, be fit, you know, got to be fit. It's always a good month to be fit. It's always good to be fit in general, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, like I said, it's Black History Month. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's your quick hits, man.
So, man, we gotta end this podcast up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, like we started off the podcast, man. Equipment a little different right now. Yeah. So we working with it. You see me getting up every now and then. It's because I gotta go restart the camera. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is, man.
But hey,
definitely, you know.
Another thank you to everybody who
definitely appreciate you.
Who, you know, obviously we borrowing cameras right now, so big ups to them. But shout out to everybody else who reached out offering as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, like I said. Definitely, so you know, we definitely appreciate y'all support. Like I said, definitely follow, like, subscribe on Fan Perspective Podcast. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, Google Podcast.
They can't stop us.
Breaker. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere you can listen to.
I ain't gonna lie. Even if they didn't give us the camera, we was probably gonna go audio only on y'all move.
Right.
Like,
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah, man. All this leading up to, man, the
Super Bowl.
Yeah, we got our Super Bowl contenders, man. We started off the episode talking about them, but let's talk about this game versus each other real quick. You know, we got a couple weeks to the Super Bowl, so we're not gonna make no picks today.
No predictions.
You know what I'm saying? But we can at least give a little overlook on what to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? We already, like I said, just to recap it earlier in the episode, we got Joe Burrow, first championship, second year, first championship game, second year. And Matthew Stafford, first Super Bowl in his, 13th, 14th year.
Yep.
2 totally different sides of the spectrum, age-wise, but similar in playoff wins.
Factory.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Both number one overall pick.
Both number one overall. A team of unproven but kind of proven rookies. Well, not rookies, but young players versus a team of proven players that haven't won it together yet.
Right. That's a fact.
You know, a plethora. It's like a smorgasbord of players on the Rams side, but it's like a whole bunch of, let me get a little bit of that, let me get a little bit of that, let me get a little bit of that. Whereas the Bengals were drafted, they coming up together. They all around the same, you know, energy.
It's the youngest versus the vets, basically. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
They playing like vets out there. They playing like vets. Jamar Chase is a monster. You know what I'm saying? Once he get that open field,
for sure.
Once he learn how to catch the ball, he been straight. You know what I'm saying? Remember preseason, he couldn't catch a lick. Yeah. As soon as that regular season started, okay.
Yeah. He had a little discussion on that. He was talking about the stripes because they had stripes, so he had to look out for it. But like I said, overall, he rookie of the year. Like I said, the vets. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I always was a big fan of the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, overall, top 5, 3 defense. Stafford was definitely the difference maker. You know, making the right throws at the right time. You know, because Goff was there, but you know you need that, like you said, you need that veteran to make that right play.
This is where the comparisons stop, though. You know what I'm saying? This game is where the comparisons are supposed to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we could talk about how good Stafford is and all that, but at the end of the day, Goff did get them there too.
That's what I'm saying. Right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to win this to be above Goff, or else you're gonna be right in the same category.
Yeah,
and you don't want to be in the same category with Goff.
Right. Just like you said, that historic game that you always remember that KC and the Rams was Jared Goff, Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and like I said, I think in general though, Stafford, you know what I mean, he proved all the critics wrong. You know, even if he loses the Super Bowl, man, if he do a good, you know, overall, have an overall good game, I think, like I said, regardless, he already proved the haters wrong. Like you alluded earlier, like in Detroit, the numbers was there. It just the win losses wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
The structure.
Yeah, like he didn't have a structured team. You know, like I said, he had one of the best receivers of all time, but that was it.
The structure of the team, the infrastructure, let me be more specific. The infrastructure of the team ran him out of there.
Right.
It made him not love the game anymore.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the win loss, like I said, he went to the Rams where it was like, oh, this is the missing piece. Like we should go to the Super Bowl and where they at now.
That's how it's projected. No,
right.
But I'm gonna keep stopping you. Tell you something. It's not going to get into the Super Bowl. It's winning the Super Bowl.
Winning it, you think?
Yeah, definitely. Because like I just said, Goff got there. He just didn't win.
Mine's is getting there. Mine was just getting there for Stafford. Like, you know what I mean? Like I say, even if he had a great season and maybe he would have lost to San Fran one, I'd be like, you know, San Fran.
I'm talking about just for Stafford. Okay,
I'm talking about just for Stafford.
But for the Rams, it was this, like you said, this was the missing piece. So if they don't get it, it's kind of like a blown season.
Think so? No, I think it's still
because this was your missing piece. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you on that aspect. I hear you on that aspect, but like if you like my predictions, you know what I'm saying, earlier Fan Podcast on IG and on Twitter. I had Green Bay. I had Green Bay and Buffalo meeting in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I had Green Bay beating Tampa to get to the Super Bowl. So, you know, if you'd have want my top favorites to get in there, it would have been Green Bay, Tampa, and then the Rams.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, you go back before the season started or after the season started, your prediction was the Rams in Cleveland in the Super Bowl.
No, I mean I always had Buffalo and Buffalo and Tampa Bay. I mean Buffalo and Green Bay, but I had them as a solid. Absolutely, Cleveland was another team that I believed in. Cleveland, like I believed in the Rams. Like I'm not surprised that they got here for the Rams. Cleveland, I was surprised that they fucking sucked all year. They was supposed to be there. Like, they's a team that you had like Stafford over there. You'd be like, it's the missing piece. Like,
they there in spirit. You know what I'm
Odell,
saying?
Odell, yeah, for sure. But
Odell like this.
Yeah, man. It's like you said with Detroit, same thing with Cleveland. Like, you thought Cleveland was headed in the right direction.
The dead zone.
You thought it was in the right direction, but like I said, regardless, they got good players or whatever over there. Like I said, Joe Burrow came from Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? So you got the LeBron jersey and all that good stuff. So something good came out of Cleveland in general. So you got that two connections, Joe Burrow and Odell. So one on each side on that aspect. And you got the Denver Broncos with Von Miller. So, you know, it's a full circle. But yeah, like I said, definitely I liked it. Like I said, Cleveland was definitely my disappointment for the year, for sure. I know injuries and everything out there, but the Rams, like I said, I think Stafford, he proved to me all this, you know, like he's good. He was good. You know what I mean? To me.
He's slowly creeping up to that 500 versus winning quarterback, winning teams.
Right.
He's creeping up to that 500. Hey, he's about 10 and 80.
Hey, man, like I said, it's going to definitely. Hey, one game at a time, man. One game at a time, man, for sure. One game at a time.
That was the one thing that, because I had the Rams winning that game. And somebody was like, what you said Stafford record was versus good teams? I was like 9-70. He was like, and you about to pick him? I was like, yeah.
It's different, man.
So he had me shook until that last
right, how'd you think about it?
No, I'm talking about Stafford had me shook. No,
that's what I'm saying.
I still had him.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, you gonna do something?
Like I said, man, overall year, over the whole year though, like I said, he had a great year with the Rams.
That's what scares me about this game. We get more into it as the Super Bowl comes.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what scares me in this game is because Stafford been playing so long, it's kind of still in the back of your head. How can you fuck this shit up? And Joe Burrow on the other side don't got nothing to lose.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still just about getting into my career.
Right. It's my second year. Like this is my first full year. Like,
right.
What can you tell me? I won 3 road games. Well, no, he won in Cincinnati, but I won 3 games.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
And beat the baby goat.
That's what I'm saying. Right. I beat the top ranked team.
Mm-hmm.
And then I beat goddamn the GOAT, you know, like I said, the baby GOAT, you know what I'm saying? And in Arrowhead, you know what I mean? So,
in Arrowhead. That's the most impressive part. That stadium is rocking there all the time. And shout out to the sound team that put the speakers right behind the halftime show. Yeah, they was trying to talk. They could not hear each other.
Yeah, right. I heard that shit. That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like, they couldn't do nothing.
Oh,
yeah.
Do it look straight. You see the big ass speakers.
I was like, they couldn't hear nothing. You know
yeah, they sitting there like,
yeah, I couldn't hear shit.
No, I'm saying they giving the whole, they analyzing the whole shit, they giving their whole take and all that, and then they go to the next dude, like, yeah, I ain't hear nothing you said, but yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't hear nothing. It was so crazy. Like you said, you just brought it up, but I saw it. I'm like, I can't hear shit. I'm not listening to like I didn't listen to it because I couldn't hear shit. These niggas, Boomer trying to talk to and shit, talking to Cincinnati, like Cincinnati connection, and the Jets. He played
Shout out
the Jets too.
too.
Yeah, like he was talking and shit. Was like, yeah, I'm like, shit, I don't know what this nigga talking.
It was music.
I was like, I don't know what the fuck he talking about, but I ain't watching this halftime show. It's terrible. Let me look that.
Nah, they got rid of them quick. They went in the studio real quick after that.
I was like, let me look at my fan duel just see what the bet, you know.
See which one you was losing by half a yard.
Right. Terrible. I won this week, Dan.
Oh,
I disabled my app though to the Super Bowl, man. It can get very addictive, man.
You betting on water polo?
Well, on every goddamn thing, man. You look at people,
Japanese bike racing,
on everything. Marco Polo. How many inches gonna snow in New York? Like you can bet every goddamn thing, man. It can get very addicted, man. For real, but like I said, man, it's definitely like I said. Cincinnati came out victorious. You wouldn't think that, like I said, they was picked overall going in that division, last in that division. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You probably had Baltimore. I had Cleveland, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati.
Right, and they said what?
I said what? They came and showed everybody wrong.
Everybody.
Like if you like I said, it's going back to the bet, man. It's some crazy motherfucker that probably bet. That got money. They probably put 1,000 for. They probably put 1,000 for Cincinnati to win the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
You know how much you can win from that, man? It's crazy.
But how about the person who bet the exact scores?
Yeah, that was
and
crazy.
won like $500,000.
That's crazy, man. When I say it's addicting, man, it's addicting. You do shit like that. Like it might be only $20, but you bet $20 20 times. Shit can add up real quick.
They bet $20 and won $500,000.
That's crazy, man.
It's the odds on that one.
1 in a million, probably, man. I'm telling you, man. You go.
I think it was like 26,000 to 1 or something.
26,001. That's crazy. Like I said, you thinking, and you might. Like I said, that's why sport and shit get you too. And you see that shit, you be like, shit, I'm about to predict this.
$20.
Yeah, I'm about to predict this Super Bowl joint. Let me predict this score right. And you got 1 million people putting $20 on it, and they get the shit wrong. Like, even if you get one person to get it right.
Mm-hmm. That's
you
$20
make your
million.
money. Yeah,
$20 million for the home team.
That's how the lotto be. Same shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, this shit crazy.
It's all rigged.
All rigged, man.
It's all rigged, especially when the owners paying their coaches to lose games.
Offering, right? Like 100,000.
If you offer it, that means somebody say yeah.
I mean, once upon a time, somebody say that's what I'm saying, man. That's the crazy, man. But like I said, man, shout out to Brian Flores. Like I said, he picked a side, man.
Yep.
He basically said, you know what, I'm gonna stick up, man. I'm gonna stick up for all these, coaches that, haven't been treated right, people in general that haven't been treated right. And I'm glad to have the NFL and these teams, man. So he's definitely not coaching no more. So
well, yo, man, it's been episode 114?
114.
Episode 114. Fuck you if you still.
Definitely. Sticky fingers don't get you nowhere, man. Get your cut fingers, man.
Oh yeah, they gonna get cut. Now, episode 114, man. It's your boy Henny Drake.
It's John,
and this is the Fan Perspective, and we won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.